My name is Rhapsody, and the backlog is so short right now that I can actually make a comment on a current issue. If that Fallout game, Fallout 76, has a voiced protagonist, I am going to take off like a rocket and fly directly into the fucking sun. Also, it's Slay the Spire, what up? I don't usually swear, but I got a lot of feelings, my friends. I got a lot of feelings deep inside. All my bits full of feelings. Ugh. I'm gonna try and limit my ranting about that. Ricardo? Either that person's been on top recently as well, or I recognize them from the comments section. I cannot tell which. I cannot tell. So it's the daily challenge for the 30th of May, 2018. I am just checking the top 100 to see if there is anyone that I recognize that I need to beat. There does not appear to be anyone that I recognize here. Shiny starting deck is replaced with one of every rare card. Certain future, the map contains only one path, and vintage, normal enemies drop relics instead of cards. I mean, you don't really get to choose your path anyhow, so it's not gonna, affect your pathing decisions, because there is no pathing decision. Did you not just hear me 4 seconds ago? God damn it! I'm just so mad. Warpaint! Limit Break and Double Tap both got upgraded. Beautiful. Warpaint, of course, upgrades 2 skills on pickup. A lot of these immolates are going to be pretty handy for us. Feed for the kill as well. Baby, is it my birthday? Bronze scales at the start of each combat. Gain 3 thorns. Double tap immolate. And then just hope to get my feed in the next stand if I can. Offering to see if I can get it. Hey! Beautiful. Get that max HP. Paper Frog. Enemies with vulnerability take 75% more damage rather than 50% more damage. I don't know. I mean, there's no form of vulnerability application in this deck currently. We could get a relic that gives us some vulnerability generation. That would be Bag of Marbles for the first turn, which would be really, really handy for us. We upgraded 2 cards there and got Demon Form and our Fiend Fire upgraded. Sad to see Juzu Bracelet disappear. Actually, you know what? We're happy to see it disappear because we want more fights so we can get more relics. There are so many cards here that I actually want to remove from the deck. Like Berserk is probably one of the first ones, then Dark Embrace. Just cards that won't really do anything for us over the course of this. Then Juggernaut, then Barricade. All right, let's get Berserk out of here first. All right. Elite time, so I get 2 turns to kill this elite. What would my next hand have to have? It would be offering Fiend Fire would do it. Actually, if my next hand has double tap Fiend Fire, playing Dark Embrace this turn will guarantee the kill. Okay. Did I just pass Brutality up? I did. That's my bad. Thankfully, it doesn't matter. So now exhume the offering. Use it to draw a gain, and then double tap the Fiend Fire. So I needed Dark Embrace so that the second Fiend Fire would trigger after my hand was refilled, but the enemy died in between, so it didn't matter. Toxic Egg. Whenever you add a skill card to your deck, it is upgraded. Havoc is probably not a bad one to take here. Consider the high cost of almost all of the things in our deck. Havoc will just play them. A lot of them are powers as well. Juggernaut, Barricade, Dark Embrace, Brutality, Demon Form. A lot of them are powers, so they effectively exhaust anyhow, so Havoc doesn't have a downside there. Havoc is also going to be played for 0. Yeah. I'm quite okay with that, in fact. I'll try and kill you with taking as little damage as humanly possible. And that'll do that. Self-forming clay. Whenever you lose HP in combat, gain 3 block the next turn, as well as a Essence of Steel. I have to imagine that Essence of Steel is going to kind of step up in a big way for us in terms of allowing us to perfect fights. Normal enemies now drop an additional card reward. The thing is, enemies don't drop any card rewards here anyhow. So I don't know how the prayer wheel is going to work here. Pantograph at the start of each boss combats. Heal for 25 HP. Handy. Double tap Immolate kills both. Tiny chest, gain 30 gold. You're 10% more likely to find treasure in question mark rooms. I do want to try and get to... What is the HP that I want to get? Ooh, I could double tap this Reaper, try and go for some healing. Actually, you know what? No, we'll go for that. Just get a feed out there. Bloody Vial at the start of each combat, heal 2 HP, as well as Snecko Oil, become confused. Draw 2 cards. Confused, of course, every single time you draw a card, randomizes cost between 0 and 3. Now, we're going to want to get more than 110 total HP so that we can get the score modifier stuffed. We're definitely going to get more than 25 relics, which is going to get us another score modifier on top of that. Yeah, I'm going to need to hold off and use some feeds so that I can get to that 110. As soon as I'm at that 110, I no longer need to gain max HP. But until then, I need to gain some max HP. So we'll Limit Break and then Reaper for the heal. And then Feed for the kill. Hell yes. Lantern, gain energy on the first turn of each combat. Any way we can get extra energy is going to be super handy. Perfect. Sundial. Every 3 times you shuffle your deck, gain 2 extra energy. Again, going to be quite handy. We'll drop the Snecko for a fire potion so that we can try and transmute enemies as quickly as is humanly possible. We'll upgrade Exhume so that we don't lose any energy when we use it to duplicate our offering, which is primarily what we're going to be using it for, I have to imagine. I don't really care about the feed here. I just care about kind of... Perfect. Assume that offering. I would have played Demon Form. It's exactly what I wanted to play as well. Did I already remove Dark Embrace? No, Dark Embrace is in play. Oh, double tapping Fiendfire won't work. Of course. So I only have one other card in my deck. Okay, I'm gonna Havoc. I'll Bludgeon. Now I can Fiendfire for kill. Beautiful. Alright, and we managed to perfect that boss as well as the only elite on that floor. Bottle Flame. Upon pickup, choose an attack card. At the start of each combat, that attack card will be in your opening hand. So putting a Fiendfire in our opening hand is going to give us a lot of offense in our opening turns. Immolate is actually probably the better choice here. Let's Immolate. Because it'll help us deal with the AoE fights that we have next floor that are going to be particularly harsh. I don't particularly care for any of those. So we'll take the Bottle Flame, put the Immolate in our opening hands. Philosopher's Stone. Start of each turn, gain energy. All enemies start with +2 strength. Having extra energy is probably going to give us the ability, the potency, if you will, to kill our enemies as fast as we possibly can. If we can get a lightning, a bottled lightning, and put the offering in our opening hands, then we're set. Perfect. There's Feed. Okay, I'll double tap the Reaper and then double tap the feed. So I get the feed kill. Beautiful. People is sleeping. I can't be that loud, but it's really sad to see you in this mode, Singing Bowl, because there aren't that many cards. But I do like you. I still do. I love you. Deeply and abidingly. I had some of my real life friends actually stumble across that the Singing Bowl compilation video. That was a fun conversation. I say it sarcastically, but it actually was a fun conversation. All right. Okay, we'll double tap the bludgeon. I didn't think that was going to kill. That's my bad. Matroshka, the next two chests you open contain 2 relics. Finally, some extra relics. Just haven't got enough of those going around. Okay. Keep that HP sat there. Ugh. Alright, well, offering. If I double tap bludgeon, you have 52 HP, which is exactly what the double tap's bludgeon is going to do. So if I Reaper, now if I double tap bludgeon, no. Damn it. Okay, if I double tap immolate and then feed. Beautiful. We got our max HP. Happy Flower, every 3 turns, gain an energy. Beautiful. Another energy manipulation and generation relic for us. I think it's double tap the immolate. Yeah, it's double tap immolate, definitely. Also gonna double tap the Reaper. Now I'm just looking for a single feed. Feed Exhume would be insane. Feed, Exhume, take the feed, feed again. There's our maximum HP. Mummified Hand. Whenever you play a power, a random card in your hand is cost 0 for the rest of the turn. That is going to be extraordinarily helpful for us, considering how many of our cards are powers. Unfortunately, we can't choose not to roll this. At this point, I believe I would choose not to roll this. It's a card removal. I'm glad I rolled it. Of course, as I said, I was always going to be rolling this. You think I said something else? No. That doesn't sound like me. I've never heard that. I've never smelt that. I've never tasted that. No one's attacking this first turn. That's handy. I just need more immediate damage, so I'm going to double tap the feed and use an early Reaper there. And Fiendfire. Because I know that I've got in my deck still an Immolate to kill. Perfect. Molten Egg. Whenever you add an attack card to your deck, it is upgraded. We currently have a Highlander deck, and if we maintain having only 1 copy of each of these different cards, we can maintain that Highlander deck. And gosh, I'm interested in doing that. Sentinel versus Flex versus Rage? I don't think we use any of those. Because we use very singular attacks and we don't really defend. Flex would be like handy for Fiendfire, but for nothing else. Max HP. Regal Pillow as well as the Dreamcatcher. The Regal Pillow, of course, is heal an additional 15 HP when you rest, and the Dreamcatcher, whenever you rest, you may add a card to your deck. We can now use resting as a utility to try and add some cards to our deck, because our deck, I mean, it's not bad. It's definitely not bad. But it definitely doesn't really have any specialized cards in. I mean, that was a pretty good fight. Meat on the bone, if your HP is at or below 50% at the end of combat, heal 12 HP. Vajra, Excellent. Start each combat with +1 strength, as well as the bag of preparation. At the start of each combat, draw 2 additional cards. I'm in a card of 15 in a deck of 15 cards. Necronomicon, 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 Necronomicon. The first attack. Excuse me. The first attack card played each turn that costs 2 or more is played twice. When you take this relic, become cursed. I feel good. Dun-na-na-na-na-na. I knew that I would. Dun-na-na-na-na-na. I feel nice like sugar and spice. Beautiful. Get out of here, you. Actually, Dead Branch is going to be surprisingly good. Because we're double tapping Fiendfire, and this having Dead Branch means that we won't need to set up Dark Embrace beforehand in order to get the Fiendfire to kind of get us to go buck wild. So, Dead Branch, whenever you exhaust a card, add a random card to your hand. I guess today's your lucky day, mon frere. That's a Bottled Tornado. We could put a power in our opening hand. I don't know if there are any of these powers that I want to put in my opening hands, though. That said, Gambling Chip is going to give me the ability to sort through to exactly the card that I want, which will enable me to open my fight so much more consistently. I think I'm going to take that, and I'm going to remove the Dark Embrace from the deck. Because whenever a card is exhausted, draw a card, and whenever a card is exhausted, add a random card to your hand. Stacking both of those together is going to make our life real difficult. We are going to get hurt a lot. Overfill our hand, we will. I didn't actually mean to click that button. Oh. Everything works out in the end, though. Omori, negate the next 2 curses you obtain. We are extraordinarily unlikely to attain 4 more curses in this deck. So we'll take an Omori because it's not going to have a negative impact. If we attain 4 more curses, though, we would have had the curses modifier, which gives us an extra 100 score at the end of the whole thingamabob and a doodle. I'm not going to upgrade Brutality because I actually don't want it in my opening hand. I will upgrade, however, Impervious. I mean, double tap Fiendfire is all I really want here. So this is going to play Fiendfire 3 times. Two times from double tap and then 1 time from Necronomicon. I think my favorite thing about this was what a close fight it was. Question card. On future card reward screens, you have 1 additional card from which to choose and a explosive potion. I've got a feeling I might not need that. I'm taking none of these because I don't want to double up on any of the things in my deck. Curating the right potions before the final fight is going to be insanely powerful for our possibility of perfecting. This is going to be one of those few situations in which I believe we killed Deku before Donor. Okay. Oh, I forgot Bludgeon's hit 3 times. Mercury Hourglass, at the start of your turn, deal 3 damage to all enemies. Fear Potion... No. I was thinking, is the Fear Potion a perfect thing against the final boss? It's not going to be, because they start with 2 charges of artifacting each. 3 charges of artifacting each? It might be 3 charges of artifacting each, which is going to make the application of the Fear Potion really difficult. I will, however, remove the Essence of Steel and take the Fear Potion, because beating an elite down in the first turn is going to be much easier with this. Tap Fiendfire. There we go. Aura Calcum. If you end your turn without block, gain 6 block. Oh. I'm not going to take the fruit juice. I need those 2 block potions. They're really important to me. In 2 spaces, I actually get a shop where I actually get to decide things for my run, so I'm not going to take that. This isn't great. 2 madness, of course, would mean that I would have a duplicate in my deck, so I can't take that. So I'll take the Cursed Writhe, but at the very least that gets taken away by Omamori. I'd forgotten that I had Omamori. That's fine. We'll Offering before we double tap Fiendfire. I mean, it's going pretty well if you ask me. It's going pretty well. Ooh, the Centennial Puzzle. First time you lose HP, each combat draw 3 cards as well as a blood potion. I mean, I know we're turning down a lot of potions, but the reason that we got the White Beast statue was because, number 1, the other 2 relics were garbage, but number 2, because we can curate which potions we want, and I don't know if there are that many potions that we want more than what we currently have. Intimidate costs me nothing, right? Because Dead Branch just refills. Get that Juggernaut out of there. Take an Intimidate as well. Okay. This one's just double tap the Immolate. I mean, not double tap the Immolate. Necronomicon, Bag of Marbles at the start of each combat, apply 1 vulnerability to all enemies. I mean, that's why I took the Fear Potion, to have that vulnerability applied to all enemies at the start of each combat. And now that reason has been stripped clean from me. Toolbox, at the start of each combat, add random colors cards to your hand, as well as an attack potion. Pair, raise your max HP by 10. Beautiful, so our max HP was never really in doubt. The outcome was never really in doubt. I see y'all. Get him. Got him. Whetstone, upon pickup, upgrade 2 attacks. Oh, there are still actually 2 attacks in the deck to be upgraded. Skill Potion still not better than what we currently have. I don't want to put Brutality in my opening hand. There's no score modifier for having everything upgraded, I don't believe. So I'm going to rest and see if there's any of these cards that I desperately want. That's a strong no from me, friends. Double tap. It's a hell of a lot of things to turn down right there. Let's double tap Immolate. Yeah. Strawberry, raise your max HP by 7, as well as Dex Potion, and a hell of a lot of things I don't want. So we've perfected everything so far. We actually could be on track for a good score? Rhapsody getting a good score? That, I don't know if that's allowed. Frankly, I think that might be treasonous. I don't understand the treason laws, but it's sedition at least. Blue Candle, curse cards can now be played, as well as the explosive potion. Again, we'll rest. Not really seeing anything we want here, though. Tiny widow icons. How cute. Those icons are so kawaii. I'm only saying that because I know how much that would torture people who actually... who actually sincerely use that word. Not that there's anything wrong with sincerely using that word, it's just I'm not exactly the kind of person who should say it. Oh, Necronomicon. If there was a Sharon's Ashes in this run, I could just sit here and exhaust all my Necronomicon. Oh, I could have done that with the Panache as well. Oh, but I didn't know that I would have the blue candle until the very end. That's the thing. All right. Now, can I kill the backliner? Ooh. That's actually a pretty garbage hand right here. Okay. All right, there's a double tap. There's no... Ugh. We are going to have some legitimate difficulty here. I'm going to double tap the Thunderclap here. Primarily just have vulnerability applied to you for this turn, because now I get another free turn to hit you. I mean, double tap a giant Dark Wraith is pretty good. I can Necronomicurse for a draw, as well as Offering, handy. And... dunk on him. All right, I need to know my score for this because I think I did really well. What? 1,184? We did beyond perfect. We championed every elite. There were 3 elites in the entire run. We got Stuffed, we got Highlander, we got Lightspeed, we got I Like Shiny. Pauper is definitely not something that you can get here. You're not going to get that many copies of Collector, even if you do. I don't think you're going to get enough copies of Collector to outweigh the benefit you get from Highlander. What did people do that got them 1.5 thousand? What? There has to be something I'm missing. I legitimately, at this point in time, don't believe that was possible. There are enough people with 1, 2, 3, 4 that I have to imagine there was a way to get that. My score isn't even in the top 100. A lot of people got 1184. So I'm in good company there. So I would be, in fact, my score is in the top, 100. It's just my name isn't in the top 100. I need to know if any of you got if any of you got higher than 69. I need to know what did it. What was the differentiating factor? I actually can't currently envision what it could possibly be. Did you get more curses somehow? I'm incredibly intrigued. For the moment, though, my name has been Rhapsody. That has been a pretty straightforward, forgive the pun, certain path, straightforward, no choice of paths, so of course it's... Anyway, daily. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.